like I always say, if you're not down with the bullshit and you're down with the real shit, like and subscribe. Yo, I just want to touch on the recent events of Jaguar Wright being arrested. Um, some people said she looked disheveled. She should look like, you know what I'm saying, she might have been on some form of drugs or something like that. And people are bringing into question, like, yo, the things that she said about people in the industry, the different things that she's seen, witnessed, and have firsthand knowledge about. Some people trying to say like, "Yo, man, was she really real the whole time she been talking? Or is she basically, they really like saying, is she basically just like a crackhead who just was, had a singing career or was known in the industry, and didn't really, become all that successful on her own, and now she's like just using this as talking about different things about celebrity because she knows that that's going to draw attention and stuff like that. She talks about things R. Kelly did, things Jay-Z did, Beyonce did, Mary J. Blige did, things that these stars would not want you to know. And so she's trying to make this, whole controversial thing happen where she's exposing all these people in the industry and everything, and talking about the things that they have done that she know they would not want people to know, and I look at it like this: when you on the inside, you do know things that people on the outside don't know. So you have to like just give respect to just that fact in itself. When Jose Canseco came out with that book, I don't remember the name of it, but a long time ago, Jose Canseco, the famous baseball player, one half of the Bash brothers that used to play for the Oakland A's, when he came out with that book exposing steroid use in Major League Baseball, one would have to think like from stuff that he said, and how he was basically explaining it like, yo, the steroid use thing had been going on, and the owners know about it, the coaches know about it, and everything like that. People felt like when he did that, he just did that because he was broke and he didn't have any money and stuff like that. Now maybe he did have some financial problems, but for him to be somebody who was a former Major League Baseball player, he would have inside knowledge to whether or not there was a rampant steroid use going on in the league because he was there. You know what I'm saying? I think when people be in situations like that, could it be a money grab thing? Yeah. But they have the knowledge and the insight on this stuff to basically break it down to, where you can give them some kind of credibility. It all depends upon how they explain it. And does it look like they're acting with malice, or does it look like, yo, I'm just revealing the truth? You know what I'm saying? I think like in the sense of even with Jaguar Wright, when you listen to some of the things she said, I believe that some of the things that she has said about different people in the industry, also including Tevin Campbell and, you know what I'm saying, Will and Jada, I believe that she does have knowledge of certain things. Now, because she had embellished and bloviated things to make the story sound even more dramatic and make it sound even more interesting and more appealing, yeah, because a good storyteller, does that, to be totally honest. There's one thing that if a person is like a biographer or, a person is just a researcher or something like that, and so they're just trying to give you data, facts, and stuff of that nature, then all they got to do is just gather the facts and the data and any pertinent information, that's been like, shown to be factual, real, something like that's been written down, and know what I'm saying, something that's been authorized, legally, to where they can just say this or write whatever and stuff, and then all they got to do is just sit up there when they tell it to you. They just say, oh, on September so and so they did this, on March so and so they did this, at this time they did this, at this time they did that. Yeah, they could go ahead and like, read it off to you like that. And it can be scripted like that, like in detail, chronological order and everything. But it can still make for a boring ass story. And the person is like, they're sitting up there listening like, oh, okay, yada, 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 they did this, they did that, they did that, they did this. You know what I'm saying? But to captivate people's attention when you're telling a story, because even if you're giving facts and details about an incident or something that happened, you're still telling a story. So if you want people to actually listen, you want to hold people's attention, you're going to have to say it in a way that does that. And so, storytellers, a lot of times, you have to kind of give them that. It's just like rappers. People want to talk about, a lot of them rappers, they tell you stories about the lives that they live and everything. They ain't never did that shit. They be lying and they be sitting there just making us. They ain't never had that type of money. They from the projects. They been broke their whole life. They didn't get any girls or money until they started rapping. Okay, yeah. But nobody wants to hear that. If they just explain, hey, I used to be a nerd, but then I got money, and then I came up, and then now I got fine broads, and this and that, whatever, like that, explaining it like that, even if that's factual, would sound boring, and to people, like, so what, what I'm saying? You have to do something to captivate the audience. It's part show, know what I'm saying? Honestly. And especially with our people are very captivated by drama and things that entertain you. You know what I'm saying? If you just give the text of something and you just reading it off like verbatim as far as what actually happened, using the statistics and the data and whatever, nah. Our people are prone to go to sleep on that shit. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just ain't drawn to just that type of stuff. It got to be some kind of excitement to it and stuff like that. But, some people are saying, oh, from the stories that she told on people in the industry and everything, oh, man, could this be something like set up? Could they have gave her some kind of drug or somebody did something to her? They was talking about she was having some kind of argument or something like that with one guy or something, and then her husband was there too, and something like, in a sense, the way they making it seem like she was messing around with another guy, and I don't know. I mean, her personal relationship dealings, I don't know what the hell that's all entails or what it's all about. But you have some people saying, oh man, from all the stuff that she probably been set up some kind of way. And then I've heard people saying like, nah, man, people need to stop that, trying to make it seem like just because somebody so-called exposed people in the entertainment industry or people that have to that's in the political realm, you got to stop thinking that just because something bad happens to them, that means it was some kind of conspiracy or the FBI is after them or the CIA or somebody like that. Like, you got to stop thinking that's what it has to be. Basically, they might have just said something to disrespect the wrong people, and that person has some type of power and stuff, and so they might have done some things to cause them some kind of grief or mental anguish, or could have done something to cause them some kind of financial ill will or something like that. Like, in a sense, two people where hey, it's just one person might have just did some revengeful type act on them for what they did to them, but it's just that. It's no kind of conspiracy that involves like some kind of government plot or the establishment, the powers that be, rich, wealthy people who we might not even know who have money, that they're behind this. They the ones that set this up. They said, the whole thing about that is you don't know whether that's true or not. See, it could be, could not. That's the whole thing that, you know, conspiracy. And, you know, people wondering like, man, could it be deeper than what we see on the surface? Could be. Then again, could we just be like letting our imaginations run wild and we make up that, yo, that's what it was because it makes for a better story?